I would hands down upgrade to the A3. Let's begin by clearing the air. Rabbit Air reached out to us and said, do you want to review this unit? And I said, yeah, I would love to. What are your stipulations? We have none. We're gonna send it to you. Do what you want. You gotta appreciate that kind of confidence in a company. What a pretty box. Oh, that's nice. But there's all this stuff. What is all this? This wasn't in the last one. Oh, it's... This says hang. We won't be doing that in this video. Plug and play. We'll see. Learn. That's what we need right there. Learn. From this one, I learned that when you open it, each individual filter is wrapped in plastic. You have to unwrap it and then place it back in its order in the right direction. So if you get a little confused, you might break it. Very easy. Open it, unwrap the filters, put them back in, press power. Pretty simple. Let's get to it. Is that magnets? That's magnets. That's cool. Oh, these aren't individually wrapped. Oh, okay, so it's Velcroed on. All right. You can see right here that there is a cutout corner, so you can't mess this up. These are all square corners, and this is a canted corner. Let's check out the plug and play. Okay, it's power cord. You plug it in and you can play. Let's talk numbers. Rabbit Air's website, they say this model has a 6-stage filter, just like the last one. And those stages consist of, the pre-filter is pretty standard, catches your pet hair, pollen, dust mites, large particles. The medium filter, this is pretty much just like your AC filter, your furnace filter. It catches bacteria, dander, mold, and dust particles. Pretty simple. The activated charcoal carbon filter. This pretty much catches all the smelly stuff, like for us, the smell of your cigar, but also pet allergens, cooking oils, VOCs, or volatile organic compounds. And I know what you're thinking, that's farts, right? No, it's not. That's more like your paints and your paint thinners and your varnishes, like really crazy smelly stuff. And greenhouse gases, that's farts. Honestly, if you're trying to get one of these and you're selling it to your wife, be like, honey, it'll filter out my farts. When we really know, we want it to filter out the smell of this, so your wife never thinks about it. Then there's the BioGS filter. This is what hospitals use for clean rooms and laboratories use to filter out everything, and it's a pretty advanced filter, but Rabbit Air claims that they take it a step further with their proprietary BioGS. Rabbit Air's website claims that this goes beyond your standard HEPA filter by filtering out bacteria, mold, virus particles, and fungi. And then there's your customization filter. There are 4 of these: pets, toxins, germs, and of course the one that we got, the one for odors. This filter can get rid of pet smells, cigarette smells, cigar smells, and mildew. And then there's the last filter, which is built into the unit. You don't actually see the filter. It's a negative ion filter. And from reading up on this, what it does is it attaches negative ions to particles, so it weighs them down and they fall on the floor, and you can actually vacuum up these microscopic particles. When we busted open these things, we noticed that the filters, even though that the A3 is smaller, the filters are more robust. The HEPA filter is a lot thicker than the -A2. Not only that, but the filter configuration is a little bit different. Everything's been redesigned. Every single filter in there. Not only that, but the system for placing your filters inside the Rabbit Air was redesigned from the -A2 to the A3. The A3 can cover up to 1,070 square feet, which is 255 square feet more than its predecessor. And the way that the A3 comes about that upgrade is with a stronger fan, and we're gonna put that to the test. And that's pretty much it for the big upgrades. There are, however, some very thoughtful things they did. Like, you can mount this unit, the A2, on the wall, but you have to do it at least 2 feet from the ceiling so that this vent can vent. However, they thought about that with the A3. You can mount this upside down and snug it right up against the corner, because that's where your smoke wants to go, is on the roof. That's pretty good thinking. And that is probably why they changed the cover. With this cover, you just lift it up and pull it out and it comes right off. However, this one has 4 magnetic points, so it's not gonna fall off if you flip it over. They've also upgraded the air quality particle sensor using some kind of lasers and science and stuff. To me, that's not a big deal because after I'm done smoking in here, I'm just gonna walk out of that room and leave this bad boy running all night. However, that particle sensor, if left on automatic, will filter your room and then drop down to the lowest setting so you don't have to worry about ruining the filters faster. The less I have to do, the more I like your product. Let's put these 2 filters to the test and see if any of these numbers on paper actually make a difference.
The most important test, and pretty much the only test, is how well will the A3 purify the room compared to its predecessor. To do that, we place these units directly across from each other and we shot a fog machine down the middle. And this isn't your average dollar store fog juice, this is almost purely vegetable glycerin. It's thicker, it's nastier, and it's gonna give us much denser formations. Right here, it seems like the fog machine is pointed biasly towards the A3, but I promise you it is not. The A3 is just a beast and it's stealing all of the fog from the A2. There's probably 2 reasons for that. One is the upgraded fan in A3 as well as that center cutout piece in the front panel. Either way, this thing dominates the A2. Just for giggles, we pointed the fog machine directly at the A2 and somehow the A3 still stole the show. This thing is a beast compared to its bigger, older brother.
Well, that was an eye-opener. I would hands down upgrade to the A3. The minus A2 didn't even stand a chance. We put them both at their highest speeds and the A3 was stealing everything. Plus you have the touch buttons instead of the physical buttons, which are so much nicer. This thing is on right now. You can't hear it. This is a very sensitive microphone. I really love companies that go above and beyond, and that's exactly what the engineers at Rabbit Air did. If you have the minus A2, like we do, get rid of it, sell it, use that money, put it towards this one. It is worth it. If you enjoyed this review, then you're really gonna like our Cigar Guillotine Cutter Showdown. It's just about as in-depth. Check it out.